Hi, good morning. Hopefully you found me again. I think the Wi-Fi just dropped out there, so apologies if you were trying to follow. But good morning and a warm welcome to Tuesday's Facebook reflections from Dalgety Parish Church. It's Tuesday the 6th of October and I hope you are very well on that rather wet day outside. I'm going to show you a little picture this morning and I wonder what you see in that picture. Just turn my camera around. What do you see there? There's a story that goes to that picture which I'll tell you in a wee moment. But yeah, we go. The sea there crashing along the brave wake. And the plinth that takes you out to those rocks. You turn your back round because it's not the best of pictures. I took that picture last week when I was in Aberdeen on a rare break in the weather. It wasn't a great weather week in Aberdeen last week, but there was moments when blue skies came and the sun shone. I was in Aberdeen for a course, and after one of those very long days sitting listening, I went for a walk along the beach. Wandering down to the beach and walking along the sands, I stopped and I paused at that plinth that I just showed you and started to walk on top of it. Walking out to where the tide was coming in and then back again. And I was wondering as I was about to turn round, as there was water now all around me, how I was going to turn round without getting my feet wet. The words that came to me during that time was, what is the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen? I wonder, we can say that phrase in two ways, can't we? What's the worst that can happen? Meaning, go on, you'll be fine, all will be well. Or, what is the worst that can happen? With a more serious side, where a thought or decisions have to be made that will, in fact, perhaps affect another. Our government at the moment are having to make decisions as they always have to do. But these decisions over the next few weeks seem incredibly important. And these decisions that they will make will affect those who are already perhaps struggling. And where it seems perhaps that this winter will be harder for those than others that have gone by. What's the worst that can happen when government policy comes and it doesn't reflect those who are in need most? Actually can have detrimental effects. What's the worst that could happen for me that day on the beach? Well, I would have got my feet wet. I would have probably got the bottoms of my trousers wet and I would have walked a little bit soggy back to the car. Not really the worst thing at all. What I gained from my time on that beach was fun. And it was a little bit of headspace after a busy week. It was great to feel that sea air on my face. I'm hoping you can all see me. Someone's just saying they can't. But I'm hoping you can. Maybe someone can give me a wee, if you're watching just now, just to make sure that's all okay. The Wi-Fi did drop out earlier, so I'll keep going for now. But it was great to feel that sea air on my face, to write those names in the sand and to watch the waves, to watch my name then disappear into the waves, to look onto the horizon and wonder what was on the other side. It allowed me to play, to reimagine, to connect with an inner part of me and to allow that creativeness to be enjoyed. Playing on the beach we often think is for children, but it's not. It's for all of us. It invokes all of our senses, our smells, our sounds, taste, our seeing and how we feel, what we feel. The sand, the coldness. It's all encompassing. Jesus told us stories called parables. And we can read these stories and parables in the Bibles. This point of these stories was to point to a different way, to teach a new way to be into situations and into society who would understand these stories. But then to point to ways that were different, a different way of living, a better way of living. to ask those who heard first, and then what it means for us today. To reimagine a world that is fair and just, a world and society that puts those who have the least and those whose voices are yet or cannot be heard. And then for all of us to either raise them up or to share with all that we have. Reimagining our world is something that we all need to do. Playing is so very important for that reimagination, for imagining. Children who learn to play at early ages can play in imaginations. But we lose that perhaps as we grow into adults. We lose that fun and that freeness that reimagining can happen. Psychologists tell us the benefits to our mental well-being through play. To release endorphins, it improves our brain function. It stimulates our creativity. And perhaps it even invites us to ask those deep questions, to seek a little understanding of ourselves and our world, and to think maybe for some, and perhaps for all, about faith and what that might mean to us. Playing might mean fun with friends, board games, quizzes. It might mean writing a story or a poem. It might mean some sort of messiness with your hands, jumping waves, skimming stones, writing our name in the sand and watching the waves take it away, building sandcastles. Reimagination, imagining and playing. Our faith asks us, or my faith at least, asks us all to reimagine our world and to see what Jesus could see and then to start living that out. So this week I have a challenge for you all. Go and find time to play this week, to reimagine, to enjoy a moment of creative fun, whatever that might be for you. And if you're worried about anything at all, please do reach out to someone, whether it's us at the church or whether it's somebody else that you trust. Don't sit and worry about what the government policies might mean for you on your own. Don't sit and worry about heating houses or trying to put food on the table. Please do reach out. It's not that we have the answers. We might be able to point to other people that can help, but it's not that we have the answers. But sometimes a problem shared is sometimes all that is needed. So go and play this week. Look out for each other and remember to reimagine a world that we all want to live in and one that Jesus came and taught us about. Have a great day, folks. I'm off for a coffee at Cafe Connect in the church, running till 11:30 this morning. So if you fancy a cup of coffee or tea and some home baking, then please do pop down. But have a great week and we'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.